Yes! It's Saturday. It's Nick's Pub Quiz. Hello, good evening, and welcome to you one and all. How are you, everybody? The music, says Texas. I hope you are well. Spenny Clark, hi, nice shirt. Well, it's a party. It's our 50th live quiz. Indeed, happy 50th. I mean, we've got a sort of first birthday to come, but this is very much a 50th. So cheers, everybody. To who knew we'd be here? The Rip and Rulers are here. Has it taken you that long to get a team name, Jonathan? Maybe. Love the shirt. Thank you, Susan. Lovely, isn't it? Here to celebrate the Golden Quiz anniversary. Thank you, Francesca. Hello. Welcome. The numbers are slowly going up. I think some other people are late here. Saturday quiz and 240. Do you know what? Evening. Thank you. Evening, Erica. Hello, Big Russ. I hope you're well, buddy. Team Carol Baskin here. Love the glass. Well, thanks, Matthew. If you're on your Twitters and your Facebooks, could you just get on and do a, you know, we're doing the thing. Well, actually, hold that thought, because we've got a competition coming for you shortly. How are you, everybody? Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. My name's Nick Heath. Most of you know that. Fresh from North London, where I was commentating on Saracens this afternoon. Hello, Epsom Donkeys. You're arriving. Good. Sorry, Leighton Parade. You're all coming in the door. It's fine. Hello from the Cumbernauddies and Julie. Yes, happy 50th. Good evening and cheers to Miss Saucy Saturday crew. Yes, how are you? G&T, slice of pink grapefruit this week. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Shona. Congrats on the 50th quiz. Hello, Rachel. Hello from the Larkin ladies from Galway and Tooting and from the Blood Clots and everybody else. Hello to my Wicked Wednesday crew. Oh, yes, you're all here as well. And to all of you who do the quiz whenever you do the quiz. I'll cheers and drink to you then. It's going to be a boozy one at this rate. Indeed, who knew that we would make it this far? Team JK, up for a quiz, but feeling a little less intelligent after a bit too much wine last night. Don't worry about the hangover, James. It's Saturday night. You're in your gym jams at home, having a quiz. Open another one. It's fine. Yes, hoping you are all very well. Good evening from me. Good evening from my beautiful assistant, no doubt to make an appearance shortly. Good evening from my beautiful assistant Caroline, who I guess is here somewhere. I need to check that I've got my live chat, not just my top chat on. There we go, making sure I can see everybody. Nick, would you be happy if I promoted my charity quiz for Cancer Research Stroke Association to the cruise? Andy, feel free, go ahead. Caroline, I'm sure, will be here. In due course. The Wandsworth winos are here and everybody else. Yes, it's very, very exciting. As part of our 50th quiz celebrations, we've got a little giveaway for you. Quite an exciting giveaway as well. But perhaps before we do that, it's right to celebrate. My beautiful assistant doesn't know whether he's coming or going. Say hello to everybody, Tom. Yeah, Tom's here early. You're thinking, why is he here now? It's not time for the halftime cocktail. But it's a 50th, so we thought it was about time to break open a few bubbles. Oh, yeah, and it just so happens alongside my G&T, well, a lovely flute as well. So ready to go? Ooh! Ready? Oh, there we go. Hooray! Woo! So just a tiny amount. Yes, bubbly, bubbly bubbles. Thank you very much. Oh, lovely. That'll do nicely. Thank you. So, 50. Who knew we'd get here? Cheers, everybody. Erica's on the bubbles as well. Love that glass. I know. I got gifted it. Don't know where it's from. I think some other people have got them there. John Lewis? Probably. Hello. What is going on here? What is going on? The lights have gone out. Are we in a restaurant? Is someone singing? It's not, but oh my word. Look at this. Look at my beautiful... We've got a little celebration cake on a lovely little plate. Well, look at this, everybody. Our 50th quiz. We are celebrating in style here with a little candle and a little cake. Isn't this adorable? I think, I mean, I don't know if you can see there, it's actually also a little unicorn. Isn't that delightful? So I'm going to blow the candle out. Maybe you can all blow as well. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Seamless, lovely. Isn't that gorgeous? On our lovely little festive plate. Look at that. Isn't it good? I'm going to pop that for safekeeping over there. Thank you very much, my beautiful assistant. What a way to start. How lovely. Now, I mentioned a competition just before we get going on the quiz proper. Our lovely friend Ben at Draw My Town, who is a fantastic graphic artist and cartoonist, he has made a very kind offer for us to celebrate our 50th. He is going to offer 2 of you, 1 of you for 2 of you, I'll explain, the chance to feature in one of his Draw My Town prints. What is one of those, I hear you cry? This is one he has done especially for Nick's Pub Quiz. I've already been in the Tooting one. He very kindly put me in it last year, but he's done a special one for us. This is Tooting, drawn by Ben at Draw My Town, and you might just see the Nick's Pub Quiz logo there. Look, who's this up here? There we go. There's me doing me sort of hosting and microphone, and look, there's a little hand handing me a cocktail. This is what Ben's done for us. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? And he is offering you the chance to feature in a print of these. Now, he's done Tooting, he's done London, Birmingham, he's done the Black Country, he's done Balham, he's done Streatham, keeping the South London theme going, the Isle of Dogs, Pimlico, Clapham, and Elephant and Castle. So he is giving you the chance to have you and a friend appear and be cartooned in this. How cool is that? Now, the way you enter, I apologise if you are not on Instagram, but that is how we're doing this. What you need to do, ready? This is very simple. You have to follow, you have to do this as well before 9 o'clock tonight, in the next hour. You have to follow at Draw My Town on Instagram. And then you have to do, with the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie, which we'll take in a minute, you take the selfie, obviously, we'll post that as an Instagram story, and you've got to just tag at Draw My Town and hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Not too complex. So follow Draw My Town. Make sure you're following Ben at Draw My Town, at Draw My Town on Instagram. Then we'll take the selfie in a minute. You'll make it a story post, and then you'll include at Draw My Town, tag him in it, hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. You know, enjoying hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz. Please pick me at Draw My Town, whatever you fancy. But Ben at 9 o'clock will pick a winner, and you and a mate will feature in either Tooting or, I'll give you the list of other places again, London, Birmingham, the Black Country, up north, Midlands, Tooting, obviously, Balham, Streatham, Isle of Dogs, Pimlico, Clapham, Elephant and Castle. So we'll take the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie in a minute. It doesn't have to be the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie you post. It could just be you doing the quiz. That's fine, really. But you just need hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz and at Draw My Town. And at 9 o'clock, Ben will pick a winner, and hopefully he'll tell us in the chat. That's the way that should work. So I don't know if Ben is even here to say hi in the chat right now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I've got to try and spot him. So also to my beautiful assistant Caroline, if we see Ben come on after 9 o'clock going, hello, I picked a winner, we also need to notice it. So all eyes around then. Can he do Chicago? Well, I mean, that's up to him. That's a bigger job, but we're talking about adding 2 people to one of these. He does do commissions though, so you can obviously get in touch with Ben for him to create these of your family, around your family home, various stuff. He's absolutely brilliant. So follow him. He's very kindly giving this away, the opportunity for you and a friend to feature in one of the ones he's done. So I will give a nudge on that at half time, but bearing in mind that I probably won't be far off 9 o'clock. Anyway, that's where it'll be, and he will announce our winner just after 9. Super. Quick wet the whistle. Now, if you are new here, don't forget that we don't put answers in the chat because it's just stupid. Maybe wrong answers, but we do it on a pen and paper, and then we all mark it together. It's an honesty game, and that's how it works. And we know a little song about if you happen to... Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. Music slightly slicker tonight. Yes, good. Back to the old school. We have Hoglog, Gay Goose, and Cherie the Meerkat with us. Anne-Marie, hi, Nick's Narnias will be doing the quiz tomorrow, but you've popped in now. Can you please wish a speedy recovery to my husband Andrew, who came home from hospital on Wednesday? Andrew, we do hope you get well soon. Good. Bex is here. Excellent. We can all calm down, stand down. Well done, everybody. So we are nearly ready to get going, but of course we now need to do the Nick's Pub Quiz selfie for you to win a chance of getting this if you tag at @drawmytown. Chrissy, I missed question 1 as if we've started. We've been going 10 minutes. Of course we haven't started. So yeah, for any latecomers, you can have the chance to put yourself and a mate in a print like this. I'll give you the list one more time of the places that Ben has already done that you can insert yourself into. London, Birmingham, Black Country, Tooting, Balham, Streatham, Isle of Dogs, Pimlico, Clapham, Elephant and Castle. So yeah, those are them. So let's take our next pub quiz selfie. You might want to use it in your story post that tags @drawmytown and hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz for you to, have a chance of that. So it's a 50th. Let me get me a little cake in shot because we're celebrating our 50th Nick's Pub Quiz. Can you believe it? So the crew are in. There's my pup cake. That's a new phrase. And we'll take a Nick's Pub Quiz selfie in 3, 2, 1. Did we get a good one? Did we get it? Were you gathered around your TVs and anything? Did you know what we were doing? I didn't explain, did I? You do know what we're doing. But I'd like to see a bumper load of selfies this time. So if you didn't do it that time, we'll do it again. Gather around your smart TVs or your laptops or your phones or whatever, particularly if you want to enter the quiz and get extra points. And then we'll do a selfie again, yes. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Second one was better, wasn't it? Yes, good. I'll just pop that away. Oh, 50th one of these. Who knew? In creds. Okay. I kind of think that is all of the rubbish, the chat. We're all done for the start. I think it's basically eyes down for a full house time. It's time to play a bit of Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes, that is right. We are ready to go. 40 questions, general knowledge. We have 2 guest contributors this week. Mel Day's been prepping for the selfie for 10 minutes and now has arm cramps. Sorry about that, Mel. Yes, we are ready to go. So, you know the form. And question number 1. Question number 1. Which Rugby World Cup winner has announced his professional retirement at the age of 38 today? That is, which Rugby World Cup winner has announced his professional retirement at the age of 38 today? Anya says, Anya and Ireland is part of the Spamologers with Julie in Troy, New York. I received my cocktail book this week after a long journey via Portugal. We got it to you eventually. Excellent news. Francesca, you should have done 50 questions for the 50th quiz. Thanks very much. Cheers, yeah, great, thanks. I did see that you've put some birthday stuff up, though, to celebrate. Yeah, but anything festive, anything, party shirt tonight. Thought, don't mind. So that was question 1. Which Rugby World Cup winner announced his professional retirement at the age of 38 today? On to question number 2. How do you make your photo a story on Insta? You go up to the top left and you press on your image that's got the little... that will then have a circle, a little plus by it, and then you do a story. It's quite a lot to probably, try. But Kay, I hope I've done the selfie stuff right. I want to win that gorgeous picture. Well, you could be in it, Kay, indeed. Question number 2. To reduce their use of plastic packaging, which material are Coca-Cola looking at using for their bottles announced this week? Is it A, paper? Is it B, seaweed? Or is it C, sugarcane? So that is question 2. Announced this week to reduce their use of plastic packaging. Which material are Coca-Cola looking at using for their bottles? I've just forgotten I had some champagne down here. Well, Prosecco anyway. So was it A, paper? B, seaweed, or C, sugar cane? Bonsoir from Francie No Pants. Pants still in Twickenham. You've left your pants in Twickenham, maybe, Caroline. That's lovely. So that was question 2, multiple choice. 33% chance. Question number 3. Perseverance rover is the name of NASA's buggy that landed on the surface of which planet this week? Perseverance rover, it's not a command you give to your dog. Perseverance rover is the name of NASA's buggy that landed on the surface of which planet this week? That's the bubbles gone. Yeah. Oh well, good job we got a G&T. That was easy, says Windy City. Well, yes, sometimes I'll give you some answers that you might know. Hello, Cusack. She's got an answer. I loved reading about this story. Question number 4 this week. In Alaska, while using her brother's outhouse toilet, what bit Shannon Stevens on the bum? That's question number 4. In Alaska this week, while using her brother's outhouse toilet, what bit Shannon Stevens on the bum? Perseverance rover, an admirable retriever. Very good, Simon. I mean, take next week off. That's excellent. That is excellent. We have guest questions, incidentally, this week from Suze of Doug and Suze and my beautiful assistant, Caroline. We have 5 questions from each of them. And we've got me themed section. We've got some spelling bee questions, as usual. What bit, Anya? The cold. Oh, poetic. Very good. Oh, I've just got that little shot of tinnitus that's always so unwelcome, isn't it? And it's gone. So that was question 4. Question 5. Which American rapper received divorce papers from his wife this week? Claire says, please say a doggy hello to my sister Andrea's new adopted greyhound Jackson, who arrived today. His first evening at home, and he's doing a Nick's Pub quiz. That's lovely. Jackson, hello. Moo, how are you? He's a good boy. Hello, Jackson. Rescued greyhounds have a sort of serene calm about them. They sort of seem very grateful for the love, don't they? I quite like them. They're not big and fluffy and cuddly, but I think they've got a sort of serenity to them that I admire. There you go. I gave you that information for free. So those are your first 5 questions. Question 5 there was which American rapper received divorce papers from his wife this week? Question number 6. What 4-letter word can come before the following words? What 4-letter word can come before bowl, cake, and tail? That is, what 4-letter word can come before bowl, cake, and tail? How are you all? How are you all? Are you all right? Are you coping? Going slightly mad? I've gone from sort of lockdowns 1 and 2 going, I've got about 7 or 8 things I need to do today. And then when I was giving myself grief for only having done sort of 3 or 4 of them, I now go 2 or 3 things I need to do today. And if I get 1 of them done, it's a good day. Go easy on yourselves. It's much easier. Tail or yeah? Tail. T-A-I-L. That's nice to hear. Bowl, not ball. Bowl. B-O-W-L. What 4-letter word can come before bowl, cake, and tail? Well, my enunciation must have been very poor given all the questions coming in about bowl or ball. Bowl. Anyway. The suggestions of cock. Excellent. Cocktail being the only one, but as for cock cake and cock bowl. Sure. I might give you a mark for it. All right, now we have my beautiful assistant's what happened next question. So, what happened next? Now you know how Kiwis feel. Thanks, Bex. The pronunciation thing. What happened next? Question number 7. What happened next? Here we go. On the 15th of January 2009, US Airways flight 1549 took off from New York City's LaGuardia Airport, headed for North Carolina. 2 minutes into the flight, the plane was struck by a flock of birds. What happened next? There's too much cock on this chat, frankly. Just sort yourselves out. I've never said that. What happened next? 15th of January 2009, US Airways flight 1549 took off from New York City's LaGuardia Airport, headed for North Carolina. 2 minutes into the flight, the plane was struck by a flock of birds. What happened next? Yes, chicken or beef? I don't think that's what happened next. It was probably due to happen fairly soon, but... The Rians are very happy. Oh, Caroline. That is exceptional time. Is that the first one you've had to repeat? Are you just showing off at the speed of your smoky fingers? Very good. So that was the what happened next question. Showing off, obvs. It's spelling bee time. It is. I'm going to give you 3 words and you're going to have to spell them for questions 8, 9 and 10. So your word for question 8, obviously Caroline can't repeat this in the chat, would slightly defeat the object. The word for question 8 is liqueur, not liquor in the American sense of alcohol, but liqueur, yes. Please spell question 8, the word liqueur. And well, Ben is telling us he saw the what happened next with his own eyes. Amazing. The next word to spell for question 9, archetype. Ooh, yes. Archetype from his office window. Wow, that must have been crazy. Is this a clue? That's question 9, the spelling bee question. Our second one is archetype. Archetype. Difference between an archetype and a stereotype? Don't write it in the thing because you'll end up giving the spelling away. But and then question 10, our third spelling bee word is 50th. Ah, yes, 50th, which when I wrote down earlier, I was like, oh yeah, well that's not that hard, and then went, oh, it's quite bizarre, this particular word, 50th. You get halfway through it and go, hold on. Best not to think about it, just write it and go, yeah, it's probably that. Don't sweat on it like I did. So your 3 spelling bees. Question 8 is liqueur. Question 9 is archetype. Question 10 is 50th. All right, good. Excellent. Now, we have our first guest questions. We do. Well, you may notice the theme running through these, which is, of course, a cocktail theme. And I'm delighted to say that these have come from my beautiful assistant Caroline, who has been given due opportunity to set some questions, long overdue I'm sure, she has set these. They are all about cocktails, in tribute to Cocktails and Quiz Tales that you guys helped sell out. We have sold out A lot have gone, and news coming up at halftime about our charitable donations that you helped with. So, question 11. Which cocktail was apparently... Excuse me, I'm burping on Prosecco. I'm classy like that. Which cocktail was apparently invented in Bermuda sometime after World War I, when sailors discovered that two of the island's goods, ginger beer and black rum, were best mixed together? You may find that all of these cocktails make an appearance in Cocktails and Quiz Tales. The collector's item, that is. Vicky, using the book is cheating, I think. As much as I love the book. So that's question 11. Which cocktail was apparently invented in Bermuda sometime after World War I, when sailors discovered that two of the island's goods, ginger beer and black rum, were best mixed together? Very pleased to hear you loving the book. Excellent. We love it too. We put a lot of love into it. For all of you lot who've been incredibly supportive of us, and yeah. Circle of love. Yes. All right, question 12. Which cocktail is widely reported to have been created when a French general asked the Italian bartender for his usual Campari and vermouth to be topped with gin instead of soda water? Yes. So question 12. I didn't know this one, actually. Question 12. Which cocktail is widely reported to have been created when a French general asked the Italian bartender for his usual Campari and vermouth to be topped with gin instead of soda water? Now you've all got to become cocktail experts, you see. You are already, because you bought the book. That's question 12 in our first half, yes. Have you done your selfie? Have you put it up at Draw My Town, hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz, in your story post to enter the quiz? Got until 9 o'clock. What, you've got about half an hour to get that up. Ben will pick a winner just after 9. Question 13. Which cocktail claims to have originated at the Caribe, C-A-R-I-B-E, Caribe Hilton Hotel in Puerto Rico in 1954, when bartender Ramon Monchito Marrero combined rum, coconut cream and pineapple juice? So that's question 13. Which cocktail claims to have originated at the Caribe Hilton Hotel in Puerto Rico in 1954, when bartender Ramon Monchito Marrero combined rum, coconut cream and pineapple juice? The lying bitch in the wardrobe saying hi. Hi, team. Nice to have you here. Please give me here question 11 again, says Janice. The cocktail that was apparently invented in Bermuda when sailors mixed ginger beer and black rum. What cocktail's that? Question 14. Hello, Rox. Thanks. Can you shout out to me, mum and family, the Clarks and Sawyers? Hello, Clarks and Sawyers. Hope you're well. Rocky, your rowing spam is... I quite enjoy it. Rocky Clark, England rugby legend. And she's doing a lot of rowing challenges during lockdown, keeping herself super fit, still playing rugby with Saracens. And she loves a misty, sweaty glassed Instagram and Facebook post about how she's getting on. It's sort of quite inspiring, but also I don't want to go anywhere near the level of pain you're clearly putting yourself through, Rocky. But well done. It's quite fun when I see them all. Okay, question 14. Which cocktail made most famous by Mick Jagger in the 1970s, was originally made using creme de cassis, which in today's recipe has been replaced with grenadine, tequila and orange juice? So which cocktail, made most famous by Mick Jagger in the 1970s, was originally made using creme de cassis, replaced these days with grenadine, tequila and orange juice. Vicky and Rob, Alice is scribing for the first half. She's learning a lot about cocktails tonight. Yeah, because after every description, either you or Rob go, that's nice. Oh, you like that one as well, do you? Oh.
It's a lovely one, that one. It's my favourite.
That was question 14. Creme de cassis or grenadine, tequila and orange juice. I hope my beautiful assistant in-house is all over these. Question 15, the last of our beautiful assistant Caroline's questions. These have been great, Kaz, thank you. Which cocktail was updated in 1988 by Tony Cecchini in New York with his version mixing Absolute Citron, Cointreau, fresh lime and ocean spray cranberry juice, which has now become the gold standard for the drink? So that is question 15. Which cocktail was updated in 1988 by Tony Cecchini in New York with his version mixing Absolute Citron, Cointreau, fresh lime and ocean spray cranberry juice, which has now become the gold standard for the drink? Claire and Bobe. I Nick, love the show. Could you say happy 40th birthday to Robert, please? Happy 40th birthday, Rob. God, I hate being 42. That means I've got to say to someone who's 40, oh, enjoy it, you youngster. Boo. Right, so that was your question 50. All good? 15. Now then, 16 to 20. These are the questions that shouldn't test you massively, but they all have a theme. And if you can get the theme, you get a bonus 3 points. Yes, you do. So, here are the questions. 16. Question for number 16. True, Parade, and Through the Barricades are all studio albums by which new romantic band? So question 16, True, Parade, and Through the Barricades are all studio albums by which new romantic band? That is your question 16. And yes, thank you to Caroline for her questions. Susie's will come up after half time. So that's question 16. Question 17. Which vegetable is meant to help you see in the dark? Laura, that is an excellent typo. Nick, can you give a shout out to my dad Jerry Avery, who bought me a potty ticket yesterday and I won. Only £2.80, but a win's a win. We know you meant lottery, but a potty ticket? Don't know what you win there. Certainly know what you lose. Question 17 then. Which vegetable is meant to help you see in the dark? Any clues on the theme? Any guesses on the theme? Maybe. Keep it to yourself. You'll get 3 points as an extra bonus for it. Question 18. Across the Winter and Summer Olympics, which country has won the most medals of any colour? Yeah, I want a country. So question 18. Across the Winter and Summer Olympics, which country has won the most medals of any colour? The answer's not necessarily part of the clues there, but you'll forgive me for that. It's fine. You've got the theme, Janice. I bet you have. It's my neighbour Hannah's birthday. And they're doing a little Harry Potter theme downstairs. I'm going to join them for a drink afterwards. Don't mind if I do. So that was question 18. Across the Winter and Summer Olympics, which country has won the most medals of any colour? Question 19. Which 45-year-old former England footballer is married to a member of the Spice Girls? That is, which 45-year-old former England footballer, question 19, is married to a member of the Spice Girls, or a former member, if they're a former band, don't really know. Repeat for 17. Yes, 17 was which vegetables meant to help you see in the dark? 3-point bonus if you can get the theme. So the first half will be out of 22 points. No, 23 points. 23 points, yes. And question 20, rounding off the first half. Which processed chicken meat that is fried in batter and flash frozen, conceived by Keystone Foods in the late 1970s, was served worldwide in restaurants from 1983? Susan wanting to know question 16. That was True, Parade and Through the Barricades are all studio albums by which new romantic band? So question 20 again for you. Which processed chicken meat that is fried in batter and flash frozen, conceived by Keystone Foods in the late 1970s, was served worldwide in restaurants in 1983? What is the name of that food? Helping you with the theme? Are you finding my answers tenuous to the theme? Wow. Those are the questions for your first half of our Saturday 50th Nick's Pub Quiz. Pow! Yes, first half comes to a close. How do you think you've done? Have you got the theme? There is a theme for 16 to 20, and you will get 3 extra points if you manage to get it. Nick Sargent wants a repeat of question number 9. That was the spelling bee question. I'd like you to spell archetype, please. Yes, the first half music, Texas indeed. We will now mark the first half. I shall give you some updates at half time. You will push out your extra selfies. We can take another one if you're short of things. Yes, then we'll crack on with the second half. Maybe there'll be a cocktail to come. The answers then, make sure you've swapped your papers. What's that done? Is the theme 5 things that have nothing to do with each other? Unfortunately not, but hopefully you'll get there. Please say hello to Lucy, who is feeling poorly today and quizzing from bed. Oh, Lucy, hope you're feeling all right and that you're feeling much better very, very soon. My beautiful assistant Caroline has very kindly put up the contribution thing. If you'd like to donate to your guest host, I bow my head in thank you and appreciation. The pound coin jar is coming round. Feel free to stick a couple of quid, £5, whatever you fancy. If you can't afford it, you're still very, very welcome, because I still know that some people are having a very tough time at the minute. But if you can, then that's appreciated. That would be lovely. I might even, send some over to my beautiful assistant Caroline. Might take her out for dinner. Yeah. Maria from Team Hall just got the theme. She doesn't play often, but when she does, there's no messing about. Very good. All right, well, let's see. The answers then. Question number, where's my fab shirt from? Do you know, I've no idea. Remind me when my beautiful assistant's in. Can you I can't do it. Don't know. Probably next or something. Anyway, question number 1. Let's do through the answers for the first half. Which Rugby World Cup winner has announced his professional retirement today at the age of 38? It is Dan Carter. Dan Carter. I genuinely, I thought he'd done that a while ago. Dan Carter, the answer to question number 1. Question number 2, to reduce the use of plastic packaging, Coca-Cola are going to look at using paper. Paper. Answer A paper for question 2. Question 3, hopefully many of you got this. The Perseverance rover is the name of NASA's buggy that landed on Mars. Mars, the answer to question 3. Question 4, I did love this story. In Alaska this week, while using her brother's outhouse toilet, what bit Shannon Stevens on the bum? It was a bear! It was a cinnamon bear, not a chocolate bear, Tommy. It was a cinnamon bear. Now, my favourite bit, and you always get these with stories like this, the final line on the article I read, it said, she basically went out at night, and I think there'd been a bear sniffing around, and it had either got into the toilet or had come up from under the toilet, and it was in there, and she got she had a small puncture wound on her rear end. But my favourite bit is the last line of this article. Ms. Stevens told the Anchorage Daily News that she will practice a look before you sit policy in the future. Do we not all practice that policy most of the time? Maybe not. But there we are. She had a bear behind. Oh, Nick, Paul. Well, that's the end of the quiz. There's no point carrying on, is there? Thank you, everybody. No, that's very good. She had a bear on her bare end. Indeed, Jonathan, we're all there. Good. Okay, so that was lovely. A bear. Anyway, well done if you got bear. Question 5. The American rapper receiving divorce papers from his wife this week is Kanye West. Kanye or whatever his name is this current 5 minutes. All right, question number 6. What four-letter word can come before bowl, cake and tail? It's fish. Fish bowl, fish cake, fish tail, not cock. Question 7. The what happened next question. The flight took off from LaGuardia Airport, headed for North Carolina, hit a flock of birds. Hopefully many of you got this. Unable to reach any airport for an emergency landing, pilot Chesley Sullenberger and Jeffrey Skiles made the decision to make an emergency landing in the Hudson River. Sully is the film starring Tom Hanks, isn't it? They successfully ditched the plane in the river and all 155 people on board were rescued by nearby boats. They ditched it in the river. Any answer along those themes is acceptable to me. So yes, thank you. That is the what happened next question. Now, the spelling bee. The selfies are looking great, Ben says. He's in. So you've got about 15 minutes to get those in, tagging at DrawMyTown and hashtag Nick's Pub Quiz to get the chance to win something like that and to have you and a friend put in them. Yeah. Anyway. Spelling bee questions. Question number 8. Liqueur. Ready? Liqueur. 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 Then question 9. Archetype. ARCHETYPE. That is the spelling for archetype. Question 9. ARCHETYPE. Lots of love for Ben and Draw Your Town, which is wonderful. So get in touch with him, get a commission done. He's up for all of that. Then question 10, the spelling for 50th. It's about that sort of absent H you want to put in after fifth. It is FIFTIETH. There is no middle H. So FIFTIETH. That is 50th. So hope you did well on those. Hope you got 3 out of 3 on the spelling bee. Now we're into my beautiful assistant Caroline's questions about the cocktails. How well do you know your questions? Have you been studying our book and making all of them? I'm sure you have. Probably not. So the ginger beer and black rum for question 11. Dark and stormy. Ben says his spelling is better than his knowledge of rappers. I'd stick to that, Ben. That's a fine strategy. I think your chance of employment will be greater. Dark and stormy is that's question 11. Question 12. The cocktail with Campari and vermouth and gin, instead of soda water, as was, is a Negroni. Negroni. And we have our winter Negroni in cocktails and quiz tales. Why is the super chat not working? I want to throw money at you. Well, that's very kind of you. Caroline can pop up the PayPal link and you can do it there, which would be most kind. 13. The cocktail that is rum, coconut cream and pineapple juice. I saw plenty of people, well, I saw a couple of, if you like penis enlargers. Pina colada is, of course, the answer to question 13. There we go, Schmakatrotsky. There's the link. Thank you. Where are we? Don't say you're paying for it. Don't click goods and service either, because then they take money off it. Yeah, just a thing. If you're being very generous, thank you so much. It is really appreciated, genuinely. Thank you very much. Question 14, grenadine, tequila and orange juice or creme de cassis? It is tequila sunrise. Tequila sunrise. Did I not give you 11? I did. Dark and stormy. Dark and stormy was the answer to question 11. Question 14, however, the one made famous by Mick Jagger in the 1970s, tequila sunrise. Tequila sunrise. And then question 15, Tony Cecchini making the drink with absolute citron, Cointreau, fresh lime and ocean spray. Cranberry juice was a Cosmopolitan. Indeed, the Cosmo for question number 15. How did you do on that little boozy round? Did you get a 5 out of 5 there? Good, well done if you did. Let's continue. Question 16. This is into our little round where we may find the theme. If you didn't get some of the answers, maybe as we go through you'll guess it. Is it too late to get the bonus? Probably. But you're marking them yourselves. You can make up your own rules. Question 16. True, Parade and Through the Barricades are all studio albums by which new romantic band? Spandau Ballet. It's Spandau Ballet. Yes, that is the answer there. Then, question 17. Which vegetable is meant to help you see in the dark? A carrot. A carrot, yes. Question 18. Across the Winter and Summer Olympics, which country has won the most medals of any colour? It's the USA. The USA is the answer there. Question 19. Which 45-year-old former England footballer is married to a member of the Spice Girls? That is David Beckham. David Beckham, the answer to question 19. And question 20. Which processed chicken meat is fried in batter and flash frozen, conceived by Keystone Foods in the 70s and in restaurants from 1983? Well, the restaurants were McDonald's. So the answer I was after was chicken McNuggets. Chicken McNuggets, something along those lines. So what is the theme? Some of you have struggled with this week. Well, it's a 50th quiz. What do you get when you're celebrating 50 years? Gold. Gold is the theme. So we have Spandau Ballet, who sang Gold, right? So you've got that. Then we've got Carrot Gold, excellent. Then we had the question about the USA. They're also the team to have won the most amount of gold medals. Then question 19, David Beckham, also known as Golden Balls. And then question 20, Chicken McNuggets, nugget of gold. So well done if you got gold. Of course, we're celebrating our 50th. And you're all singing gold, gold, always believe in your soul. Good, excellent. So if you got gold, give yourself 3 extra points. It is out of 23 for this one. Don't forget to give yourselves the extras. So let's see. Like you, Nick, Matt says, true gold. You're indestructible. 50 McNuggets for a 50th quiz, says my beautiful assistant Tom. I think I might die. 18 for Chrissy Hart. Let's get your halftime scores in then. 21 out of 20 for the Wandsworth Winos. Have another drink, Mel. Good. Doris has got 21. You're indestructible. I'm just reading things out again. Erica with a 19 out of 23. Maria says 24 out of 23 because we were awarded the cocktail point. Right. I can't remember that. 23 out of 23, the O'Grady's got a 20. Best ever score for the Rice Slippers at half-time. We're getting the hang of it after 50 quizzes. Good for you. 20 out of 23 for Maeve, 20 out of 23 for the Rip and Rulers. 10, what a shocker, says Paul. Russell, gave myself a bonus point. I think you should, love. I think you should. We're not going to take it off you. Let's get quizzical with a 19 out of 23. 17, not too shabby. A shocker of 16, says Simon. Jesus, 9, says Starbright. 22 for Claire Varga. 18 for Laura. 20 for Sue Spanton. 18 for the Home Alones. 19 for the Newton Roadies. Rusty and CJ, good evening, Kellaways. 16 to you. 21 out of 23 for the Cornish Inquisition. 21 actually better than we thought, from Ms. Ali T90. 19 for Boozak, she cheers. 16 out of 23 for Susan. 15 for the Golden Arches. 18 out of 23. Melissa just says okay. My sister Siobhan with a 21. Very good. Kate, you know it's bad when James counts how many we got wrong. One of those, is it? Team Gemma got a 20. Who else have we got? Loads of the scores coming in. We get the idea. 22 with family helping out, Diane. Well, there we are. Now, speaking of our lovely friend Diane here at Nick's Pub Quiz and at Cocktails and Quiz Tales, you may have seen, those of you who've been keeping up to date with this week's email and Instagram, well, the email showed you the lovely picture that we have of our halftime cocktail, which my beautiful assistant, I believe, is knocking up. You may hear the gentle clinking. Zoe's here. She's got an 18 out of 23 for me and my friends. Well, I believe Zoe has been making her own cocktails this evening, but we may have one in her honour. We got Diane, who did all the doodling in the book, our wonderfully talented friend, to do a few doodles on the picture, which you may have seen on my Instagram, but also made it really cute that our Zoëtini, or Zoëtini, for my wonderful niece who's turning 18 tomorrow, she did that. And my beautiful assistant and Diane had a bit of a chat, and they are thinking of whether you guys out there would ever consider, so we made this obviously as a nice idea. We dreamt up a cocktail knowing a few of Zoe's things that she likes, and then we took a nice picture of it, and then we put some doodles on it and personalised it. Would you guys out there like the idea of having your own one, of a personalised cocktail? Something that they're thinking about, and you know, they'll find a price point, and then you tell my beautiful assistant what sort of things you like. We create a cocktail. We take a picture, you tell us some things about yourself or the person you're buying it for, and then Diane personalises it, and you get a nice picture and your own cocktail recipe, and you can make it yourself and all of that. Could be nice, couldn't it? Could be a good idea. There's lots of love here. Yes, people are very keen on the idea. Lots of people saying happy birthday to Zoe as well. Starbright thinks it's a good idea. And Zoe says thanks. Such a good idea, says Laura. Yes, that is a fab idea. But look, lots of you loving the idea. Let's just have a look then. Who is there? Kate Hale, Kate and JK. Kate, I'm going to say, Kate, would you like, should we knock one up for you? Should we do one? So Kate Hale, there we go. I'm just going to pick that randomly because you replied there saying it's a fab idea. I know lots of you loved it as well. Kate, we'll get in touch with you away from here. Drop us a DM, or I think we've got details for you or for your other half over there, up there in North London. We'll make one for you, and we'll show it off at the March quiz, the opening to March, our one then, whatever date that is, the 3rd of March. So we'll be in touch, and we'll do one for Kate. And then if we all think this is a good idea, then maybe at that point we'll tell you what you can do if you fancy one. So there's a bit of fun. Right, we are about 5 minutes away from Ben telling us who has won their chance to have themselves in a Draw My Town picture. So that'll come soon. We can start the second half on that. But I also wanted to draw your attention, while we just get the shaking out the way, to other half, how distinguished. I want to draw attention to the fact that we have done the maths on the Cocktails and Quiz Tales sales. Now, all of you were brilliant to get behind that and do the crowdfunder. Once we'd got the crowdfunder and able to allow us to make the book and cover the costs of it, then we were able to sell the extra stock that we took a risk on ordering that we sold all of because you guys are amazing. So Julia Manning, love to hear Tom with that cocktail shaker. I know, sounds very pro, it's very good. So where was I? So yeah, we put 30% of all the sale towards charity. We've topped it up a little bit. Well, actually, we didn't have to top it up that much. And I'm very pleased to say that on top of about 19 odd thousand that you guys have already raised for charity, this week we have made payments of £1,000 to Care for Calais, which has come from all of you supporting Cocktails and Quiz Tales, and £1,000 to St George's Hospital charity. It's absolutely magnificent. It means that together, I can tell you on our 50th Nick's Pub Quiz, we have raised over £20,000 for charity over the course of doing this for 11 months. So look, thank you. If I had a hat, I'd take it off. I said I'd wear a party hat, didn't I? But I was working today and didn't get a chance to put one up. Isn't that incredible? So look, thank you to all of you. The charities are delighted. I've had a lovely line from Care for Calais. I will post the responses and their appreciation. They literally are saying to everyone that bought a copy of the book and all of your Nick's Pub Quiz community, thank you. They are honoured and delighted. So well done. We've done over 20 grand, team. Absolutely magnificent. So very good, very good. Well done, all of you. Thank you very much. Magic. I'm very proud, Laura. Thank you. But, you know, we're all in this together, really. I sit here and write some questions and chat, and you all turn up and we all do it together. So cheers, all. Well done. Over 20 grand. Probably about 21 and a bit. Something like that. So that's about where we are. Ben is about 2-3 minutes away from picking a winner. So we shall look at that shortly. And I think I'm almost ready to get going on my second half. So I think it's time to say, eyes down for a full house. For the second half of Nick's Pub Quiz, I'm sure there'll be a Zoëtini along shortly. Yes, all right. Plenty of you doing well in the sort of 20s, 21s out of 23 in that first half. How will you get on in the second half? We have got guest questions from Suze of Doug and Suze. When my beautiful assistant comes in, Laura, he can read the back of my shirt and we can tell you. So I'm still waiting for you to tell me. Do you want me to strip live on camera? Nobody wants that. We have 5 questions from Doug and Suze, and Suze and Doug and Doug and Suze. We are almost ready to go. Oh, is that the sound of my beautiful assistant coming into shot? Hello, everybody. Have you all gone for a Zoëtini? Because I'm just going to finish mine now. That's my G&T down the hatch. Thank you very much. Evening, Tom, says everybody. Tommy, says Caroline. This is my Zoëtini. Oh, look at the garnish. Hey, Tom, says Boozak and Laura and Gillian and Doug and Suze and everybody. Look at that. Oh, I've got a couple of hairy little raspberries there. Andy, Nick Heath MBE has a good ring to it. Thanks. Gorgeous, look at that. Very nice. Yeah, straw. Yeah, why not? Oh, find a way through. There we go. Cheers, everybody, to your Zoëtini, to my niece Zoëtini tomorrow. Cheers. Oh, so refreshing. That is delightful. Well, I hope you're enjoying yours. Hairy raspberry. Yes, I know. Say thank you and goodbye to Tom, everybody. And maybe next month. Well, we'll certainly get to see what he makes for Kate once we find out what she is into. And maybe Tom and Diane will be using their creative powers on cocktails and designs to make something to you. Oh, shirt. You've got to come and read the back of my shirt. People want to know where my shirt's from. Yeah. Yep, apparently so, because I can't read it myself. I forgot, didn't I? Sorry. Yep. Yep, good. Careful, you're nearly going to show your face, isn't it? Any idea? This is great TV, isn't it? London. Guide? Guide London. What? Probably picked up off a bargain bin in...
Oh, no, there's another label.
Oh, no, there's another label. Is this what we're doing now? Is this what...
Oh, no, Cotton Stretch.
Cotton Stretch.
Yeah, it's just Guide London.
Guide London, right. Good luck, team, anyway. We saw his nose, says Nick. Great. Should we do the second half? I feel like we need the jingle again. Thank you, Tom, says Zoe. Have you got a Zoëtini there? There we go. TK Max, says Vicky. Quite well. Quite could well be. Could well be. He can talk, says Nicole Meyer. Yes, all of these things my beautiful assistant can do. Lovely nose, says Claire. All right, let's crack on then with the second half. I imagine Ben from Draw My Town will be with us any moment to declare that we have a winner for Draw My Town. Oh, in fact, did I just say... Oh, announced. Sorry, I missed it. Yes, I said I would. There we go. So Draw My Town, a winner. Number chosen at random by my brother at RAECX on Instagram. No name on there. Well, whoever you are, many congratulations. You are the winner. Once you've got a bit of chat going, Ben, you can tell us maybe what one they wanted. But if your Instagram username is at RAECX, then you can either come on here and say hi, or you can chat with Ben, and maybe we'll find out which one you've gone for. It's Rachel Cross. That would make sense. Oh, Rachel, congratulations! Woohoo! There we go. Well done, Rachel. It's me. Well done, and I look forward to seeing those pictures as well. So excellent. Well done. We have a winner. So Rachel, where are you wanting to be out of all the places? Where are you going for? Do you need me to do the list again? London, Birmingham, Black Country, Tooting, Balham, Streatham, Isle of Dogs, Pimlico, Clapham, Elephant and Castle. You decided, Rachel? No? Well, it'll come through because there's a delay in me speaking to when it actually appears. London, please. There we go. London for Rachel. Fabulous. Well, that's exciting, isn't it? Well done. A winner. Hooray! Okay. I think there's a second half of a quiz we should get round to at some point. All right. Question 21. Now, all these questions from Suze are just fabulous descriptions of films in that kind of slightly offbeat manner. So here we are. Social recluse confectioner invites five children into his trap house and, with the help of unpaid native factory workers, terminates them one by one in rooms designed to take advantage of their innocent childish desires. What's the film? So that is the theme of Suze's questions. I've not described it well, have I? All of these are films. These are all film plots that have been given a slightly offbeat description, or a factual description, we should probably say. So Suze can write these out as well. She can copy and paste them into the chat to save Caroline finding them out at the last minute. So question 21, I will read this one again. Social recluse confectioner invites five children into his trap house and, with the help of unpaid native factory workers, terminates them one by one in rooms designed to take advantage of their innocent childish desires. So what film is that? There we go. And Suze is backing it up in the chat for you as well. So thank you very much, Suze, for these guest questions. We had some cocktail ones from Caroline earlier, and now these are here. I don't think we've missed any of the 50 quizzes, but when did the Meerkat friend arrive for Gay Goose and Hoglo? Kate, quite a few quizzes ago. And also, I mean, ultimately, the introductions were made in some of the new quizzes via the book. All right, question 22, your second film plot. What film is this? Fun-loving nurse performs pro bono self-help surgery and provides editorial services to unappreciative author in an effort to help him finish his new book. So that's question 22. Fun-loving nurse performs pro bono self-help surgery and provides editorial services to unappreciative author in an effort to help him finish his new book. The meerkat's name is Cherie. Cherie. Now, I should also mention that the Cherie was given to us by the very lovely Mark Lowe. And Mark does some work with the RFU, the main rugby governing body here in England. And because a load of school kids have basically not had the chance to play sport at school for the last God knows how long, his work with England rugby and schools is to make sure that they're being engaged and reminded that there's a sport out there called rugby that's fun to play, has great values, all of that stuff. It's my favourite sport. So I've agreed to do a quiz for Mark, which will be directed at many of his contacts and the youth of many of the schools that England Rugby have a relationship with. And we're going to be doing that the day after our first quiz on the 4th of March. Yes, the Thursday. So we will do our normal Nick's Pub quiz on, there we are, Mark's just posted it. So quiz teams are invited to participate in the England Rugby Schools Rugby Quiz. See, this is the detail we wanted, to be hosted by Nick Heath Sport on Thursday, the 4th of March at 7 o'clock. Slightly earlier than usual time. I will be littering a few rugby questions within it, but just wanted to let you know. So that is going on. Thank you, Mark, for the reminder. And thank you for Cherie, of course, who is gorgeous. All right, that was question 22 then. Shall I read that one more time for you? The description was, fun-loving nurse performs pro bono self-help surgery and provides editorial services to unappreciative author in an effort to help him finish his new book. All right, question 23. What is this film plot? Runaway female steals an old woman's shoes, escapes from a mob of short-statured individuals, and picks up 3 drifters on the road before exposing political fraud. I love these Sues, they're fab. So that is 23. What film is this? Runaway female steals an old woman's shoes, escapes from a mob of short-statured individuals, and picks up 3 drifters on the road before exposing political fraud. She has quite the journey, doesn't she? When you put it like that. Zoëtini. Oh, the refreshing tang. Apple and raspberry is such a combo, isn't it? Blah, blah, blah. Tadders, that's my favourite description. Good. Getting a love for these Doug and Sue's. Quite right too. All right, let's move on to 24 then. Your next film description. Musically gifted student of religion seduces a sailor away from a stylish woman his own age, then becomes a stage mother to a tween pop group before going on an extended hiking trip. I'll give you that one again. Musically gifted student of religion seduces a sailor away from a stylish woman his own age, then becomes a stage mother to a tween pop group before going on an extended hiking trip. What's the film? These are fab, aren't they? Thank you very much, by the way. Was it Alec who paid into the super chat? Thank you very much for that very generous £5. Much appreciated. So that was 24. That makes it more sinister than it is. Does it? Bits of it. 25. What is it you can't face, Maria? Sorry, what? 25. Recent college graduate begins a sexual relationship with young business magnate who teaches her plenty about the BDSM lifestyle, but nothing about 4 dozen plus hues of a neutral achromatic colour. I wonder why this one's been included. Very good, Suze. Very good. So I shall read that one again for you. The description. The description for 25. Recent college graduate begins a sexual relationship with young business magnate who teaches her plenty about the BDSM lifestyle, but nothing about 4 dozen plus hues of a neutral achromatic colour. Yes, Gillian. Wonder who that could be. Someone here does know it. Indeed they do. Yes, I love it. Everyone being very subtle. Jodie. Oh, it's your one. Subtle as a brick, Jode. All right. thank you very much, Suze, for those. And let's move on to, we have, well, we're at the time of the evening or afternoon, depending on where you are, where I do like to get my dits out. I hope you don't mind. It's just how I feel. It's just how I feel. So I'm going to get my dits out for you. Lovely pair of dits for you once again this week. They're entirely unrelated. But if you've not heard a ditloid before, well, your clue might be 18H on a GC. And that would require you to establish the phrase 18 holes on a golf course. Similar things like that. Could be facts, could be turns of phrase, could be these sorts of things. I'll give you a clue at least for one of these. I will get my dits out. Have no concerns about that. A couple of hard dits for you, I think, this week, but let's see how we go. Your first clue, 3H on a T. 3H on a T. And your second clue, 4I in a H. 4I in a H. I've got lovely dits, thanks. I think they're probably quite challenging dits this time. There's a lot you can, there's yeah, hopefully rewarding dits. 3H on a T. CJ loves your dits more than she loves me. CJ loves a good pair of dits, she really does. She's given me, she's let me see quite a few of hers as well. There we are, they're on screen from Caroline. 3H on a T and 4I in a H. Clue for 3H on a T, because it's a bit offbeat. Jurassic Park. That's your clue for the first ditloid, Jurassic Park. And for the second one, measurement. All right. There we go. We've seen Tom's nose. Can we see his dits? He doesn't really have memorable dits. He's not got his dits out very often since we've been together. So it's just mainly me that's obsessed with dits. Right. So 3H on a T, 4I in a H. The clue for the first one, Jurassic Park. Clue for the second one, measurement. All right. Let's move on to 27. Which Californian band formed in 1991 contains original members Adam Duritz on vocals alongside David Bryson, Charlie Gillingham, David Immergluck, Millard Powers and Dan Vickery. One of those names I knew, but anyway. So that is which Californian band formed in 1991 contains original members Adam Duritz on vocals alongside David Bryson, Charlie Gillingham, David Immergluck, Millard Powers and Dan Vickery. What's the band? Band I think that almost everybody has a tune or two by that they really like and will happily belt along to. So that's our little band members question for 27. Maybe you're still working on my dits. That was the Californian band question 27 there. What were their names? Adam Duritz on vocals, alongside David Bryson, Charlie Gillingham, David Immergluck, Millard Powers, and Dan Vickery. Don't forget, paypal.me/rugbymedia if you are inclined to drop a few quid in. Very, very grateful if you wish to. Any chance could do the guest questions next month, please? Andy, I forgot to ask, didn't I? So for being off the mark, you can. Who else would like to do 5? Because I'm down with people doing 2 amounts. Who's going to be the first one that I see on screen after Andy? Andy's in. Waiting. Oh, we've got Bex, I think. Me, Ms. K. Morgan. Ms. K. Morgan. So if you can DM me on Insta or Twitter, then we can be in touch. Thanks for all those that shouted. And I've also got Bex, who we're going to do some questions with. So we will work that out. But Andy and Ms. K. Morgan, get in touch with me via other means, and we'll make that happen. Hopefully you're on social media of some sort. So we will find a way. Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, at Nick Heath Sport. We'll get that done. Very good, thank you for volunteering. You're going to need to have them ready fairly shortly in the next week to 10 days, isn't it? Well, whatever it is. A week on Wednesday, is it? Yeah, March the 3rd. Okay, question 28. Which actor, in the gender-neutral sense as always, links the following? Legend of Zorro, Ocean's 12, and Entrapment. So which actor links the following films? Legend of Zorro, Ocean's 12, and Entrapment. Lovely, that. So that's your actor. Question 28. 3 films, Legend of Zorro, Ocean's 12, and Entrapment. Okay. Question 29. Americans refer to it as cotton candy. Others may as well. But what would it be called in the UK? Question 29. Americans refer to it as cotton candy. But what would it be called in the UK? I think I prefer the American description there. I know, controversial. Now this is more our sort of question. Yeah, dentist's worst nightmare. Barbe Papa, is that what it's called somewhere else? South America? Mexico? I can imagine that. That's cool, if that's true. Or I'm being spun lies. So someone wants 27. That was the Californian band formed in 1991. Apparently it's Sugar Spider in Dutch. Barbe Papa. Ah, okay, it's French, is it? That's fantastic. There we go. All of the people coming through with that. So that was 29. I love Barbe Papa and the others. All right, now we are, well, having sort of touched on other countries. Oh, there we go. We have... Now, Bex was going to maybe try and do a little round of some New Zealand and sheep-related questions this week. We didn't quite get round to it. There's my linguist sister. Oh, yes, Barbe Papa. That's cute. She was going to do New Zealandy sheep questions, but we didn't get quite round to making it happen. But that didn't stop me doing the language ones about the word sheep. Yeah. So I need you to work out, in terms of these words for sheep, which of them are the words in the languages listed above. So these are all the word for sheep in Dutch, in Zulu, in Catalan, and in French. I need you to match the languages up to the words you see. I shall not read them out because I don't know all the languages and I might not be accurate. I'll move it a little closer for you. There you are. So there are your 5 languages: Dutch, Zulu, Maori, Catalan, and French. And there are the 5 words for sheep in those languages. So I would be most appreciated if you could put the right language with the right word. So you'll be writing down 30, Dutch 31, Zulu 32, whatever. All right. Just another 10 seconds or so on this one. These are questions 30 to 34, in case that wasn't bleeding obvious. Dutch, Zulu, Maori, Catalan, and French. Love my sheep, says Bex. All right. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sheep, singular or plural? Don't know, not bothered. It's all around the same, isn't it? Right. Good. Well done. 30 to 34. Filed. So question 35. We are into our music round with no music. So we have question 35, which is the first of our 3 songs for which we name the year. They are from consecutive, successive decades. Doesn't mean they're 10 years apart each, but you know the score. So if it was a song from the 20s, the next one will be from the 30s, the next one will be from the 40s. Yeah. So your 3 songs. Here we go. I wanted to guess the year that these songs were released. The song September by Earth, Wind and Fire. September, Earth, Wind and Fire. Question 35. What year of release for the song September, Earth, Wind and Fire? Nick, love your cavalier attitude towards researching the quiz. Well, I put in sheep. Given that's the singular and plural in English, I didn't pay much attention to that. And as the best quiz masters say, it's the answer I've got on my sheet. That's what I'm after. So, 35, yes. September, Earth, Wind and Fire. 36, the song we would like to know the year of release for is Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears. What year is Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears? That's 36. What is the year of release for that? $37. Name the year of release for Waterfalls by TLC. What tune that is? Don't go chasing waterfalls. It's not how that was sang, but you know. Waterfalls, TLC, what year was that released? I guessed earlier. What was I? What did I? I was 2 years out. I wouldn't have even got a half point. My beautiful assistant helped me with these earlier. So, Waterfalls, TLC. What year was that released? Okay, we are now into our lyrics round. 3 great songs, says Nick. Yeah, we're into the lyrics. So, I'd like you to tell me the song title for each of these. All right, here we go. Question 38. Hot as a fever, rattling bones. I could just taste it, chased it. But it's not forever, but it's just tonight. Oh, we're still the greatest, the greatest. So, question 38, the lyrics. What is this song? Hot as a fever, rattling bones. I could just taste it, chased it. But it's not forever, but it's just tonight. Oh, we're still the greatest, the greatest. What song is that? If you know the artist as well, then you'll just get a pat on the back. But yeah, what song is that? Well done, Caroline. Excellently transcribed. Catherine wants 36 again. Yes, that was naming the year of release for Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. 37 was Waterfall's TLC year of release. Dancing on the Tables in Verbier to that one. Oh, don't mind if I do, Vicky. 39. The lyrics for question 39 then, coming your way now. There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. So the lyrics for 39. There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. What is the song to go with those lyrics for question 39? And when we do the answers, I'll give you a little insight into the life of me and my beautiful assistant. So those were the lyrics for questions 38 and 39. Question 40, rounding off our 50th, amazing, Nick's Pub Quiz. 50th live Nick's Pub Quiz, that's the key detail there. What date was the very first Nick's Pub Quiz? What date was the very first one of these? Rainbow jumper, everything. What date was the very first Nick's Pub Quiz? Question number 40. (1997). It may feel like that to many of you.
How long has it been? How long have we been here?
Lindsay, I wish someone videoed us getting the lyrics round, my singing. Well, you can make that happen for us, Lindsay. Those are the questions for the second half of our 50th edition of Nick's Pub Quiz. Yes. Good. All right. The lyrics were very hard, were they? My beautiful assistant helped me with those this evening because I was working and busy and we ran out of time and he was doing excellent support. So, well, I mean, I've set a fair amount of stinkers myself. So we will find out who has done well in the lyrics. It was so long ago you were in monochrome. Yeah, indeed, I probably was. Yes, or a week last night. It's weird. So it's sort of long ago, but also feels like 5 minutes ago, doesn't it? All at the same time. All right, let's go through the answers then. First of all, to these fabulous guest questions from Suze. We are super grateful for those that you sent over, and these have gone down well, haven't they? The guest questions have proved to be a wonder and a dream. So we have... just a second, good. We have, right, Social Recluse Confectioner for question 21, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for question 21. Well done for getting that one. 22, The Fun-Loving Nurse performing self-help surgery, providing editorial services to unappreciative author. It was Misery. Misery. Was question number 22, the answer there. Question 23, the runaway female stealing an old woman's shoes, picking up 3 drifters on the road, was of course the Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz, the answer to question 23. Question 24, the musically gifted student of religion is of course the Sound of Music. Sound of Music. Question 24. Question 25, the recent college graduate who, well, begins a sexual relationship with a young business magnate and knew nothing about 4 dozen plus hues of a neutral achromatic colour, that being 4 dozen plus, making 50 shades of grey. Well done. Of course, the author of which joins us regularly here on News Pub Quiz, Nick's Pub Quiz, as it's known. So well done. A little tribute to our regular attendee, Ms. E.L. James. Okay, we're on to the Ditloids now. And hopefully you got the Jurassic Park clue. 3H on a T, 3 horns on a Triceratops. Yes, I'm getting that desperate for Ditloids. I'm banging on about dinosaurs. Then 4I in a H, 4 inches in a hand. That was the measurement. That is, it's a measurement often used for the height of horses, isn't it? But it's 4 inches are in a hand. In case you didn't know, I didn't know. Found that out for this. So there we are. 3 horns on a Triceratops, 4 inches in a hand. I have revealed my dits this time. 27. Which Californian band formed in 1991? Adam Duritz on lead vocals. Counting Crows. Counting Crows. The answer of the band question 27. Then question 28. Jonathan spotting the horse and country link there. Of course, that question was entirely for you, that Ditloid, JR. Question 28. The actor linking Legend of Zorro, Ocean's 12 and Entrapment. It was Catherine Zeta-Jones. Well done if you got Catherine Zeta-Jones. Hopefully not too tricky, that one, if you know knew those movies, or if you know those movies, as that sentence nearly became. There we are, Catherine Zeta-Jones, the actor. James is very happy with Counting Crows. Good work. So question 29, cotton candy, known as candy floss. Or what was the, Rusty, you put the Aussie version in, but I couldn't read it out because it was the word floss and we'd already had candy. Half a point or full point for each of the dits. It's a full point for each of them. You get 2 for the Ditloid question. Movies. Yes, 2 for the Ditloids for question 26. On to the languages now. Bum, bum, bum. There we are. So, number 30 is Imvu, is Zulu. Zulu is question 30. Question 31 is Catalan. Yes, Oval is Catalan, Oveles, yes. Anyway, that's Catalan. Then 32, Mouton is French. 33, Chapin is Dutch. And hippie is Maori. I'm probably not saying some of those right, but you get the idea. So question 30 should be Zulu, question 31 should be Catalan, 32 should be French, 33 should be Dutch, 34 Maori. There we are. I've never heard of candy floss grapes. It sounds like a medical condition that needs banding. So well done, 5 out of 5 for those of you that got that. Yes, some very happy people there. Good. Second half fight back is on. Well done, Siobhan. Good. Well done. We know our sheep, says Fionka. Great. All right. Then on to the name the years. Name the years. September, Earth, Wind and Fire. It was an excellent year. It was the year I was born. 1978. 1978 is the year of release for question 35. Well done, all the sheepy people. So 78 for 35. 36. 1985, Everybody Wants to Rule the World, Tears for Fears, 1985. 37, Waterfalls, TLC, as Mrs. Axford prepares to go a bit dodgy on the years. But anyway, Waterfalls, TLC was 1995, 95. So your 3 years are 78, 85 and 95. Gemma, Russ is left with a migraine. Now we've not dropped a point. Coincidence? Well, I hope he feels better, but you're clearly doing better. Yeah, the years 78, 85 and 95. And then on to the lyrics. The lyrics. Hot as a fever, rattling bones. I could just taste it, chased it. It was Sex on Fire, Kings of Leon. Sex on Fire, Kings of Leon. I didn't need the Kings of Leon bit, but give yourself a mark for getting Sex on Fire. And then 39. There were nights when the wind was so cold. It's just like she was in the room, isn't it? Then my body froze in bed and just listened to it right outside the window. Yes, I know, it's uncanny. It's all coming back to me now. The great Celine Dion. We had that. We had a little power ballad section in the reception of our wedding. This featured, as did Show Me Heaven, Maria McKee, and I think we shoved in Bryan Adams' Everything I Do as well. We had the three of them back to back. Everyone lost their minds. It was great. Yes, that was Celine singing. I know, it was like she was just behind the chair, wasn't it? Anyway, there were nights when the wind was... Anyway, I'm doing that more a bit like M People. Right, question 40, the last of our 50th. You woke our new greyhound. Sorry, Jackson. What date was the very first Nick's Pub quiz? It was the 19th of March 2020. And on the 19th of March 2021, it's going to be a new thing for Nick's Pub Quiz because it's a Friday. So you're going to have to just reset your expectations and go with me. It was a bit of pizza voice, Gemma, yeah. So we will have our start of the month quiz on Wednesday, March the 3rd. I'm then doing the England Rugby Schools one the next day, which will be open to all. And then on Friday, March the 19th, we will be celebrating Who Knew We Would Do This? A year of Nick's Pub Quiz. Madness. Absolute madness. Well done. 19th of March was the answer there. We will be back 19th of March. I know. I think I'll just have to call you the Friday something. Fun time, people. Sure. Just want to pop on and say I love these quizzes. I catch up on them rather than on the night. Thanks, Leah. Lovely to have you here. Well, I look forward to you doing that. Yes, I suppose it's time for the final karaoke team. You have to sing all the questions. I'm not so sure about that. But anyway, let's get the marks in because that is the end of our Nick's Pub Quiz with a couple of little extra mentions to come. 35 and a half. Rachel, who ever thought we would get this? Yes, indeed. You're very kind, Erica, and thank you to your other half who pays. That's very nice. And 41 out of 44 for Hal and the fire damage doilies. 36 are the ones with winos. Failed on the last 16. Well, you sort of saw that coming, didn't you? What else have we got? Did I get the 36 for the Rip and Rulers? 34 from Lethal Quizzle. Go the Jocks. 29 from the Sinclairs, a storming 37 from Beard of Frank Sinatra, the Gradiators 36, 30 and a half for the Nashville Rians. That might be the first time we ever broke 30. Can't believe it's been almost a year. I know, mad, isn't it? You're very welcome. Tim Hunter with a 38, best ever, great quiz. Thank you. 32 and a half from Janice, 36 and a half from the Tooting Tipplers. Vicky, it's probably about time that we just met for a tipple walking around the street, isn't it? We need to make that happen. 39 from Tomorrowland, Gillian, thank you. We hope you are all safe and well down there. 36 for the Spermologers, 32 for Cece, ones with winos tie with E.L. James with 36, 37 from Tom Hall, 36 from Sue Spanton, 34 and a half for Bex and Dan. Incidentally, talking of Mr. Wines, Bex and Dan is celebrating a 37th birthday tomorrow. Dan, many happy returns. Dan is the head coach of our London Eagles touch team. He's also been the captain of the England touch men's 30s team. He's taller than the Empire State Building, but, you know, he's doing his best work by going out with Bex and giving her a sense of being loved when she's mad as a brush. But many happy returns, Dan. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow night for Film Club. That's good. Okay, thank you all for quizzing. A massive thank you to my beautiful assistant Caroline for her questions. A huge thank you as well to Suze for doing those. Mark reminds you all of the quiz after. I'll be able to tell you all about it, the fact that it's happening the next night as well, Mark. We have that opportunity. Well done, Vonnie. What did my sister do in there? 38. And a finished Zoëtini. Very good. Well, mine's about to be that way as well. Look forward to hooking up on a bit of a family Zoom for my niece's birthday. So happy birthday, Zoe, for tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Do contribute via the PayPal if you can and if you so wish. Thank you to Ben and Draw My Town. Do go and check him out. Do commission him to do brilliant stuff like this that jazzes up everything. That is your 50th Nick's Pub quiz. I don't really know how we got here and how we did it. Rachel has won the chance to appear in one of those, and you have all been as marvellous as you always are. So I'm playing the sting, which I didn't mean to do, so that's the answers for Nick's Pub quiz. Good. Jackie's finished the Argentinian. Was it a Malbec? It sounds like it might have been. That sounds delicious. I hope you've all got a nice rest of your weekend plan. Well, we wish you all, from Nick's Pub quiz, as he prepares the final music, a very nice rest of your weekend. Thanks, team, for being here. We will see you again for March's first one on Wednesday, March the 3rd. Wednesday, March the 3rd. Cheerio now. Take care of yourselves and each other.